Good morning. All right, week 14 at Norman Rockwell. You are going to get your drawings out from your folder, and you also have two other things in your folder. You'll have these big pictures, and you'll have a bunch of construction paper. You will also need your labels this week, so grab those, and then you can set your week 14 folder aside or not bring it. The other thing that I will have for you is 11 by 17 construction paper. There'll be 100 sheets, so if your kid really needs a certain color, you can either trade or figure it out. But there'll be 100 sheets, so there'll be plenty. Each kid will need one of those, and I'll get to that in a second. So, your week 14 at Norman Rockwell. This is the guy that we did in week 1. Do you remember tracing those lines, finding the oils? Now we're going to talk about them and learn about them. So you can reference back to week 1. Maybe you have some of the kids' drawings still to show them. So he was a guy, he did the 4 Freedoms series. So if you look at the top of the picture, it does talk about the 4 freedoms for the first fact. The second fact is about a fire, and the third fact is just how he was commissioned. So don't use this one for the first fact, this picture that's on the top. Find the one that says the 4 freedoms. And there's more description about that in your white notebook that talks about it. I think that's it. I did put on here for the fire second phase, and then second career more modern. So it is on top. So just look at the facts versus the pictures, because for the most part they do correlate 1-to-1. Once you're done with those, please put them back with your paper clip in the back of the folder so I can use them for next time. Thank you. For our activity, there is a picture of a little one in your book, but what each kid will get, excuse me, I'm going to grab over here, one big 11 by 17 sheet of paper. And Norman Rockwell was known for doing the Sunday Evening Post, so we're going to do a cover of the Sunday Evening Post. He normally did a picture of something that was happening at the time, so people are probably going to be the best for the cover. You could do a self-portrait, but if kids are struggling with that, then they can do anything. So you're going to start with one 11 by 17 sheet. Use one of your labels to put on the back, and then from all that construction paper, there is one set for both classes. So please realize that both classes need to use this set of construction paper. There's plenty, shouldn't be an issue, but just be aware. You're going to pick one sheet, does not matter what color. Kids can do any colors that they want, but they will take one sheet of paper and a paper plate. We need these for week 16, so please put them back. It's fine if they're colored on, that's not a big deal, but we do need them for week 16, so please save them. So just have them trace a circle around, and then there are scissors in your bin to cut out. There are black sketchy markers that we will also use later, but this might be a good thing for them to trace. It does not have to be perfect, it's just to get an idea of a semi-circle. So once they do that, they will glue their circle onto the middle, and then they can use the top of that paper if they want for the heading of the post. Please look in your book for an example of what I'm talking about. They don't have to. They can use more paper. There's plenty, but just if they want to, they can. And then once they have their header or their post on there, I would recommend using a black Sharpie, or I'm sorry, these are black sketchy markers. I'd have them use one of those for the top. And then on the bottom, have them write their name. Printed by, made by, created by, whatever you want to do. For older classes, younger classes, maybe just write your name. So they're going to write post on the top, and then If they want to write some sort of title or something about what they're talking about, they can also just write the word post. And then for their picture, I think that pastels would be the best for this. I think that it would be kind of a fun way to color it in. If you do not feel comfortable with that, please don't feel pressured to use them. You can just use markers, and there's a bunch of those in the bin, or there's also crayons. There's also pencils that you might want to take out for some of the older kids that maybe want to sketch in what it looks like first, and then the younger kids might just want to color something. Again, it can be I would recommend doing a picture maybe of their family, of a portrait of a scene in their life, maybe that happened, of a hockey game or something like that. But it's normally about something. So I'd recommend doing some sort of person in their picture. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.